This LA politics stuff is so stupid, right? We all saw the video where Nipsey Hussle was unalived by Poopy Cuz, right? We saw that horrifying video, man, where he was popped out, man, and was unalive. His brother Black Sam vowed to keep his name alive, keep his name going, but he's surrounded around a bunch of really crazy dudes and gang affiliated, right? And when he has these openings for his restaurants and stuff that he's his business endeavors, it's always shrouded in some form of controversy or danger, right? We saw the last couple years ago when he was opening up the store. He had to do Rockstar. Rockstar was allegedly supposed to be friends with Nipsey Hussle, and they was face to face in each other's face. And this was at a grand opening, right? You got so much negative energy around you, and you're supposed to be a businessman, and why? So you're going toe to toe with this guy, man, and I just don't understand. So because you was mad because he did an interview with Wack 100, but Wack 100 is calling Black Sam a hypocrite because all this, the LA politics is just weird, man. Just weird. You want to be a business owner, you black, you out in LA, stay away from that group. They are not the full representation of black people. Stay away from them, right? But this is Wack, and and his foolishness.
So for the very same thing, he escorted Crack Star across the street on, but talking to me. P Nice talks to me. He just did a podcast, and you gave him the first burger from the Marathon Long Beach store, and you did an interview with him. Hey, great. Because I don't think there's nothing wrong with people that talk to me personally. I ain't said nothing wrong. Point out where I didn't say a lie. R&B got me on the water diet is what it is. Okay, we move forward. If you wouldn't have never approached him and marked him out and escorted him across the street like the buster he is, then that bad publicity wouldn't have never been on the spot. That was your decision, Black Sam. You intelligent as a businessman, but you making dumb decisions. You getting to the finish line and then you pissing on the product. Why? And then I'm tripping. Every time the camera on and Black Sam is standing by the people from the mayor office or the people from the radio station or the other prominent people, you see all the ninjas trying to get in there. Yeah, look, they're security. But if you look at the thumbnail on this segment here, Black Sam is kneeling behind a car while shots being fired, and ain't none of the ninjas around. Ain't nobody like, damn, hold on. Cover Sam. I hear somebody saying, where P-Nice? P-Nice done bit back around the corner on y'all. Nigga, he was finna come out and play his part like, hey, homie, let me hop, bop, bop, bop. Oh, shit, they serious. Nigga, ain't no burger worth that. I'm out of here. And P-Nice, I'm glad you did. Nephew, I don't want to see you shot trying to play a role or, because a nigga gave you a free burger. Nigga, screw all that. Get up out of there. Nigga been surviving off In-N-Out and these other burgers. If that's what it is and you just ain't got to go back, cool. Or you could just Uber Eats it, you know what I'm saying? Decision making. This is all decision making. At what point in time are you gonna let the dumb stuff go, bro?
Whatever happened to just growing up and being a businessman? You got, the street life takes a lot away from you, man. It took your brother away, homeboys in prison, a lot of homeboys get unalive. At what point do you say, you know what, man, we made it, man. Man, but look at all the sacrifices it took, right? So now my brother not here no more, but I got nieces and nephews here, man. I got my own babies, right? I got my dad, my mom, I got my family, and it's time to move on, right? Why be mixed up in so much BS, right? Why not just have security and you can still be, if you claiming, affiliation, but why you gotta have all those gang members with you? Man, y'all dudes, man, sit this one out, man, or go ahead up in the restaurant and chill, man. We ain't on that. We on business, right? hire security and have security if they got to get those guys off, get them off, or a police detail. You're a businessman now. You can't see. I remember the OGs told me back in the day, you can't be a gangster and a hustler at the same time. It don't go together. It don't mix. It don't go together. Either you get money or you out here in the streets and you banging. Which one you doing? You got to choose. Or you ain't involved at all, right? And when you decide to go into business, you got to leave all that stuff alone, man. You got to separate from that, right? So you got Wack 100 all in your business, and he's calling you a hypocrite for the interview you did with P Nice, where you instead of being a businessman, you talking about if that dude that unalived your brother was out here, you'd be ready to crash out and everything. But certain conversations don't even need to be being had.
I'm gonna ask you one more question about that situation. Without saying too much, just say yes, just in or out.
Right.
The nigga who did it to your brother, would you rather him went to jail or stayed on the streets?
I think you know that, bro. You know that answer, man.
Yeah.
You know, definitely, you know, you asked it, so it's like I have to answer that question because I hope.
All you gotta do is say streets. That's it.
You know,
You ain't gotta go into detail.
I'm gonna go into detail just because I would hope people know the answer to that.
Yeah.
Like if like me, I'm 1000% wish the man was still out here.
Right.
Because the niggas have been X'd out. Yeah. But whether to go solo.
Right.
Broad day and go sit down and do all day. That'd have been the best time I could do in my life. I'm waking up every day. People ask me, would you have changed the decision? No.
I don't know why they think Eric Holder ain't got a family, homie. Everybody got a family, homie. Uncles and brothers and relatives, homies. Nigga, rolling 60s is divided. Nigga, it's some 6-0s over there still with shitty. It's a fact. It's some 6-0s over there didn't really care about Nip and vice versa. So when you sit here and say, yeah, I wish he was out because you know what time it is. Bro, why would you say such a thing at such a grand event? You know what I would have had done to him. Are you okay? Even if that is real and the truth, why are you insinuating these things at such a grand event? So now we know Eric Holder is in the joint somewhere. So what makes you think one of his family members or homeboys ain't saying, you know what? This fool Black Sam got a bag. He might just try to drop it on the homie behind the walls by saying that. And because you got this event where you just let all the ninjas show up. All the ninjas showed up, everybody just side by side and it's cool. What makes you think a motherfucker nigga just turn your TV off on the strength of his homeboy, of his family member, because you talking about what you want to do to him? You know what I'm saying? What makes you think a nigga won't sneak up like this and be like, what's up? Wah! Ha ha!
And this is the thing. You know, this was like their third restaurant that they were supposed to open up. And like, you got to be a businessman, man. You know, the only person that really was going to have his back the way that they should, where he can fully trust, was his brother and his father, most likely. All those other people, man, they cool, but they cool with you for what they can get from you, man. It ain't too many homeboys you going to have. Growing up, I had childhood friends, and I might have had maybe 2 or 3 homeboys I know that we got secrets that's going to go to the grave. I know. We got secrets but those other homeboys, I could never have those type of secrets because a lot of homeboys talk too much, right? Or like, those that's in the street know what I mean, know what I'm talking about, right? You ain't got that many people that you can trust like that. So now you finally got into a position where you made some money and you made it. With all the sacrifices that come with that, you shouldn't be talking about none of that. Then you got Officer Wack running his mouth, right? All in your business, running his mouth. Like it's not a good thing, man. It's not a good thing, man. And like I said, it's just bad for business. But Wack wasn't done.
Because you making threats. Bad decision making. Anybody could get in front of that camera with them glasses. Yep. But we starting to see the more you on camera, who you really are. This is why we never really heard about you when Nip Hussle was alive, because he was the brains. Because it looked to me like, nigga, you build and destroying. That's what it looked like. You are building and destroying. You talking about what you want to do to Eric Holder, you got all this stuff going on, and then the shots could have been a diversion. You get what I'm saying? It could have been a diversion to draw people that way, but the whole time it's two on you. I mean, you better wake up. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to 600 this morning. We was talking about how when the situation happened at the parking lot, you know, when your pops came out with the bat and 600 of them took the bat from your pops and did what they did, and then you came out busted in the air. I mean, nigga didn't put his hands on your brother, nigga. God didn't do it. It wasn't the Hawks, it wasn't the birds, it wasn't the clouds. Nigga, so I don't know what you saying. That you said even if I would go do, I would have went and did it, crashed out and woke up every day happy about it, but shit. Big, you 6'3", 6'4", 300. Bam, boom, boom, bop. Nip had him stressed out. You seen it, we all know. And you came out and shot in the air. You ain't do that. So I'm just saying, bro, maybe you should just, you know, life has went on, you know, there's other things you got going on, and I really think you should stop ninjifying these events. This is a fact.
Now, I'll say this. Brothers in Philly, Detroit, Chicago, Baltimore, Washington, D.C., L.A., right? Oakland, Frisco, Atlanta, places like this, Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth area, right? Miami, Jacksonville. What can you learn from this? Right? The Lou. What can you learn from this? It's okay to separate yourself from the streets. When you get to a certain part of life and the Most High has allowed you to live and you're still living, it's okay to leave the streets alone. It's okay to raise your level, your standards, and be away from this. You don't have to represent gang all the time, right? It's okay to level up. You don't have to have survivor's guilt and all that kind of stuff. Level up, get away. Get away. Me and my wife, we want to move down south to the country. I'm at my age now, I'm tired of the city. I'm ready to go down south with my folks, right? Forget all this, man. It's okay to get away. It's okay to be a non-affiliate. It's okay to not be affiliated. It's okay to do interviews and not have to talk about bang, bang, anywhere gang stuff. It's okay. And the quicker we realize that, man, things will be better in our life, man. Things will be definitely better in our lives, man. But y'all gotta let me know what y'all think, man. If you made it, do you think that he need to shut up? And if y'all made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till next time. Peace.